School does not just remain a place where we are training our students for nursery till 12, for
Right.
them to understand what are they preparing for, what is the course that they must study, which place they must study from,
Right.
and probably what is the destination work that they want to do. Most
The
important,
study abroad के लिए या probably finding a university abroad, how does school actually helps them?
from a foreign university where undoubtedly some of the technologies which are higher, or I would say the liberal education system, which is a little fast grown, and yes, we are also adapting it now. Somehow that is giving an extra niche to how the students are studying here. So that extra factor out when they come back to India and when we apply, probably a decade's beginner advantage is coming to them.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Nitin Sharma from Sancha.ai, and today I am with a well-known principal of New Delhi, Ms. Deepika Sharma. I'm at Max Photo School, and we'll be interacting with Madam about international education. Hello, ma'am. कैसे हैं आप?
All good, sir. That's a beautiful morning today, getting a little warmer, closer to the Republic Day, and the vibes that we see in school with teachers, with students, with parents, closer to exams, and trying to close this session with great, great achievements.
Thank you. It appears like a busy morning, ma'am.
It
I can
is,
see,
yes.
I can see a lot of parents outside, a lot of kindergarten students, and in fact all the students.
Yeah.
The school is a vibrant place.
It is. It is. A school is a place where, starting from the morning assembly,
Right.
over the day, the activities, parents' visits, student co-scholastic and the academic activities are on. The practical exam is on. The examiner is here. We have a self-defense taekwondo presentation for young babies. So school is a vibrant place to be.
It is a vibrant place, and altogether, the way you've been shaping these students, the way you've been preparing them, I think you're helping them to become a global leader.
Yes.
And the activities around here in the school are very, very student centric.
Yes, yes.
Since morning, me and my team have been interacting with the students, and we've been gauging the idea that what exactly they want to do in future. And since my background is study abroad, we have picked up that their knowledge about studying abroad and destination is absolutely crystal clear. कौन सा कंट्री जाना है, किस कंट्री में कौन सा कोर्स ऑफर होता है, and what is the outcome of that course, not abroad but in India also. Your student seems to be very well read.
Right,
so I think I have to give this credit to you and your counselors for doing that work pretty well over here.
Right. Now, this school does not just remain a place where we are training our students for nursery till 12.
Right.
I tell this to the parents, I tell this to my students also. The journey after class 12 defines what we have done in school.
Right.
So somehow we tend to extend the thread a little beyond for them to understand what are they preparing for, what is the course that they must study, which place they must study from.
Right.
And probably what is the destination work that they want to do. Most important, because that is the journey of 14 years is defining your next 40 years.
That's right.
Because
That's right.
the profession that they're going to opt for and how they're going to serve back is going to be very, very eminent.
That's right.
And that gets defined here. So it's important that we hold the hand till an extra step. So walking an extra mile is helping us a little beyond. And we really give the credos to the counselor out here. And this is a part of the system that we've created.
Right.
So it has been done by design, I would say. It's not by default.
I'm definitely पिछले 3-4 घंटे में मुझे और मेरी टीम को एक जेन्युइन आइडिया तो आ चुका है, बट स्टिल इफ यू कैन टेल मी अ लिटिल बिट कि आप कैसे स्टूडेंट्स को ग्लोबल करियर के लिए या स्टडी अब्रॉड के लिए या प्रोबेबली फाइंडिंग अ यूनिवर्सिटी अब्रॉड, हाउ डज स्कूल एक्चुअली हेल्प्स देम?
Like I was saying, that we keep it as a part of the complete curriculum itself. Plus, in the whole year planning, we integrate. It is like an intertwined mechanism that is being adopted so that the children are acquainted, they are apprised of, and they are somehow training their minds in case they are wanting to go globally. It's not that some students, कुछ लोग होते हैं जिनका plan clear होता है, जिनके parents का plan clear होता है, that we want to send our children abroad. Some actually realize at a later stage. But तब तक क्या होता है, the portfolio building, I mean, which is required to be done a little in advance, that gets lagged out.
That's right.
So what we do is we do it for the entire set of students. Somehow, you never know किसकी घड़ी कब टिक करे.
कब टिक कर जाए.
So it is important that everyone is prepared at least for the first few steps. So आगे की journey, it goes a little smooth.
Right.
So starting from as simple as incorporating one foreign language in
Right.
students from classes 6 to 8.
That's amazing.
3 years of
That's amazing.
exposure to an external or a foreign language, it helps them prepare for their global exposure. So we teach French.
Right.
One is
Right.
this. It is a part of the curriculum itself. So one is this. Second, probably we have a lot of workshops, a lot of seminars which are conducted in the
Right.
school. We call in experts who are coming. We call in counselors. We hold career fairs where more than 20 plus universities visit. The counselors visit. They interact with students.
Right.
Not only students, on the day of PFMs, the
Right.
parent facilitator meeting is how we call it. So on those days also we call in experts out here, especially the
amazing.
counselors from foreign universities, the
Right.
ones who are dealing with it.
Right.
So they interact with parents. It is important that the parents are brought into the loop. They are apprised of the
That's right.
complete procedure of how things can go.
Very nice.
Undoubtedly, parents have to walk an extra mile with the children.
That is true.
Their concepts have to be clear about it. Plus, the moment we give exposure to students by making them participate in
Right.
seminars and
Right.
conferences, in educational fairs, which
Right.
are specially for foreign universities, their appraisals of how and what the present times are bringing in is enhanced further.
That's right, मैम. दो चीज मेरे को बहुत अच्छी लगी जो आपने इस टाइम पे अपने स्कूल के कॉन्सेप्ट में बताया. वन इज गेटिंग पेरेंट्स इन्वॉल्वड बिकॉज टुडे आवर सोसाइटी इज वेयर स्टूडेंट्स देयर मेजॉरिटी ऑफ देयर डिसीजंस आर टेकन बाय देयर पेरेंट्स. So that is one thing, and I think your school is doing great work when they're involving parents over there because they have to be involved. Financials, documents, and again planning the years ahead. If the parents are not happy about it, they might not encourage their students. I think the second thing that I picked up discussing with you is, and this is a very good thing, that you're teaching a foreign language. English भी एक हमारे लिए foreign language वैसे तो है ही, हमारी language वो नहीं है, but then it is a skill over here. We treat it as a skill. But then if you're teaching other language, students do tend to move away from five countries.
Absolutely.
The traditional countries.
Absolutely.
If you're teaching them Russian, Soviet Union इतना बड़ा, वहाँ पे बहुत सारे countries हैं.
And opportunities, most
opportunities. They can. It's not just education, of course. If they want to work there, they can, and if they know the language, if they have the command, they can work over there as well. French language, not just French, but other countries also they speak French. So that's where you're preparing your students pretty well. Ma'am, because your background is IT, you come from a very strong computer science background, and you've been yourself been a teacher of computer science. Today, India is seen as an IT hub. We are a consultancy country where there's a lot happening in IT domain. AI is flourishing, blockchain, things like that is coming in. What do you see is going to be the students' future in this country where the IT is picking up?
Absolutely.
And second, अगर वो लोग बाहर से skills acquire करके आते हैं, returning graduates का, उन लोगों का career कैसा होने वाला है? Do you think that makes sense when they have acquired skills from abroad and now that's what they use over here in
Undoubtedly, undoubtedly. First and foremost, I would like to mention that India at present, in the present times that we are in, India is a digital transformation hub.
Right.
So the kind of opportunities which are present, especially in these times, are huge, humongous, I would say. Most important, the Skill India movement. Next, the entrepreneurship, the way things are growing, and the opportunities in may it be artificial intelligence, may it be blockchain technology. Our children have that strong power of problem solving skills. Very, very important. You will see amongst every other country, students from India are very, very adaptive. They are resilient, and somehow they are learning these skills faster than others. You will notice that over a period of time, somehow, because the way that our complete education system works gives them a leeway over others of learning these skills rather faster and in a more impactful manner.
Right.
Plus, if the foundation is developed deep inside out here, post that, if the children are going, suppose for graduation, if they're moving out, they're learning an extra skill, and if they're coming back, they're going to mint money, I would say,
of course,
in a very exponential manner.
That's right. And altogether, I'm sorry to cut in between, but I think skills that they have acquired from a country which is who's got an education system better than India, their career is also long lasting.
Absolutely.
probably their promotion is also faster, their pay rise is also faster. So that is where I think international education degrees matter
It
for these
does. It
students.
does. Somehow, what happens is the moment you're acquiring your education, higher education, I would say, for that matter, from a foreign university, where undoubtedly some of the technologies which are higher, or I would say the liberal education system, which is a little fast grown, and yes, we are also adapting it now. Somehow, that is giving an extra niche to how the students are studying here. So that extra factor out when they come back to India and when we apply, probably a decade's beginner advantage is coming to them. So by the time the remaining will come and start practicing something like this, they have a decade's advantage. So undoubtedly, somehow when we are talking about them earning a little extra, maybe getting to know the technology in a more advantageous manner is helping them tremendously.
That's right. And you've said a very, very big thing, ma'am. Just a last question. I understand your time is very, very important over here, and you've got a queue of parents coming and they wanted to speak to you. Last question. अगर आप 12th में होते मैम, तब आप क्या select करते? कौन सा country जाना चाहते आप study abroad के लिए और क्यों?
I think मेरे लिए destination Japan होता.
Very nice. And why Japan, ma'am?
Because I'm very keen for the factor of innovation and research. And I really wanted to do something over there. However, I'm very, very happy with what I'm doing because I'm making and differences in the life of
they need you actually
the youngsters.
Yes.
So somehow that is getting transformed of how I had planned for myself, and it is getting rather done in an exponential manner, I would say.
Absolutely right. Ma'am, with the kind of experience and the kind of knowledge you have about international education sector, I think this is what these students in today's time demand, and that's the sort of principle that they need. Somebody who is that encouraging and somebody who's trying to do things in the right manner right from the beginning is what is need of the hour and need of the future, I believe.
The definition, like we say, of a teacher has changed over a period of time. Earlier, a teacher was a sage on the stage. Now, a teacher is a guide on the side. It is important that we leave the stage for the children, and that is how we say education has become more student-centric because the focus is with students.
It is very
and we have to quietly keep facilitating them. We have to keep mentoring and guiding them. And our roles has a deep impact, but the light and the focus is on students.
Ma'am, it is definitely on students. I understand this. Very student-centric. Everything is what that happens over here revolves around students. But a question मेरा हमेशा है, ma'am. How about teachers? The entire journey of a teacher's life is a tough journey.
Undoubtedly.
Right from the morning, 7:30, you are all up in the school. You're working 7:30 onwards, and then you're here in the school until 5 o'clock. What is the life that teachers live? उनके बारे में क्या है? उनके बारे में कभी कोई बात नहीं करता.
It's a very, very important, it's a very deep thought of question, I would say. However, it is very impactful. The choice of being a teacher is a very deep thought, सबसे पहले. दूसरा, अगर मैं सबसे strongly इस बात को relate करूंगी तो चाणक्य से relate करूंगी. Everybody not being a king, but some being kingmakers also.
That's right.
अगेन उनका रोल बहुत बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट है, बहुत डीपली इम्पैक्ट कर रहा है. लेकिन अगेन टीचर मोटिवेशन, हाउ वी हैव टू टेक अप, हाउ आर वी कोलैबोरेटिंग, हाउ आर वी गिविंग टू द सोसाइटी एंड कम्युनिटी, ये इस थॉट के साथ हम ये प्रोफेशन चूज करते हैं. वी एज टीचर्स हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड कि हमें साइड में ही रहना है और हमारी रिफ्लेक्शन इन बच्चों में दिखेगी. So that is in students that we look in for our reflection when they come and when they serve for it. When we are not able to practice, we preach.
That's right.
So, but preaching is also important.
That is true.
So because things should not fade away, so preaching is also important. So that's an equally important a profession, has to be respected tremendously and has to be empowered to the next level, and that is what our aim is. In parallel to working with students, we are professionally also developing our teachers because वो school के pillars हैं.
They are the pillars, and I think the takeaway is empowering teachers also.
Absolutely.
Because every job is a commitment.
Absolutely.
But as a teacher, their job is commitment first, job later.
Absolutely. I
think with this idea, we would like to close this, that yes, everything is student centric, but teachers revolves around them. They are the one who is shaping them. So as we have students who are very, very important, I think teachers and principals, they are very important.
Nature का एक बहुत important rule है. We talk about the centripetal force and the centrifugal force.
Right.
the students show the centripetal force and the teachers demonstrate the centrifugal force.
Right.
So I think that can be a little scientific while saying this.
And both the forces have to be looked after.
They have to be looked
looked
after. It's one responding to the other, and both are equally important, and the balance is only maintained with both.
What a beautiful chat we have had. Very nice, ma'am. Very encouraging. That's what we wanted to know from you as a principal. But थोड़ा सा इसको लाइट कर दें अगर आप कहें तो.
बताइए.
एक क्विक फायर रैपिड फायर राउंड में आपके साथ देना चाहता हूं.
All right, okay.
क्या प्रेफर करते हैं मैम आप सुबह जब आते हैं, टी या कॉफी?
I am a tea person.
कॉफी नहीं?
Coffee, yes. Our school coffee is awesome.
Oh, wonderful. I've had 2 cups of coffee since morning.
But somehow अदरक वाली चाय मुझे ज़्यादा प्रोप करती है.
That's very nice. That's a true Indian thing. Morning classes या evening class, ma'am?
Morning classes. Morning classes.
Are you a morning person?
I am a midday person. However, classes in the morning मुझे बहुत inspire करती हैं because
nice.
then you are with a fresh mind, ready to accept and adapt more. So morning classes undoubtedly are far better.
That's right. That's true. एक आपके concept का question पूछ रहा था. AI या blockchain?
Blockchain.
Very nice. ड्रीम वेकेशन क्या है मैम आपका? कहाँ जाना चाहेंगे? माउंटेन पे या बीचेस पे?
Mountains.
Very
They
nice.
inspire me more. Peaks, height. Yes, I mean somehow abhi meri next destination which I am trying to look forward is for Leh Ladakh only.
Wow.
Let's see if I'm able to make through.
Are you going to be there like flight से जाएंगे या बाइक चला के जाएंगे आप?
नहीं जाएंगे फ्लाइट से, but I want to experience that complete space, the complete aura of the
Very
space.
nice. Very nice. Netflix देखते हैं आप कि बुक्स पढ़ते हैं?
I do both, but I am more keen for books.
Very nice. Very nice. They remain with you all the time.
Yes.
You don't
The
forget
retention, yes. Netflix देख लिया भूल गए, books you retain a little more.
That's
so
right.
I
That's
love
right.
books.
That's
A little
true.
conventional, I must say for myself.
That's right. ये तो सवाल बनता नहीं है हमारा पूछने का, मैं फिर भी पूछ लेता हूँ, आपका फेवरेट सब्जेक्ट क्या है?
Of course, computer science है, but I love science.
That's nice. That's nice. That's nice. We need innovation. One word to describe your students.
My students, I will describe them as collaborative.
Collaborative.
Yes.
Very nice. Very nice.
We teach children to work in collaboration, learn in collaboration, and they are. They're very
That's right.
adaptive. They're very collaborative.
हम collaborative को probably अगर मैं summarize करना चाहूँ तो this is partnerships.
Yes.
And
yes.
partnerships
Teamwork
and partnerships.
Yes.
And as we were discussing last week, partnerships is also one of the goal of UN.
Absolutely.
So if you want to grow in life, sustainability लाने के लिए, long growth लाने के लिए, I think partnerships is very important. So it's a great thing that you just said, ma'am. Ma'am, one destination that you like to visit, one of those countries where students go, one destination where you would like to go yourself.
I will again say Japan.
Very nice. Very nice. And most innovation thing in education today. हमारे टाइम पे बहुत कुछ भी नहीं था. आज बहुत सारी चीजें हैं. आपका फेवरेट पार्ट क्या है?
मेरा favorite part है the fintech thing which is coming as a part of innovation. I think that's most important.
Yes.
Innovation is important, but we have to monetize that.
Yes, yes.
And
yes.
let's be practical, let's be real. I think.
मैं भी यही कहता. I think innovation is what it has been happening. It is not traditional.
हाँ.
Let's be honest.
Yes, yes.
And thanks to people like you who are there in education trade, they've changed it a lot. If not principal, what career you would have chosen?
I was very keen to join the civil services also.
Very nice. You do bring that personality on the table. No? Definitely, yeah.
But again, that was too much. I would say a little blurred at that point of time as a vision. I knew education. Yes, I wanted to serve back to the community. That
Very
was
nice.
a big, deep thought
Very
out
nice.
here. But कोई बात नहीं. वैसे नहीं ऐसे.
That's true. I think one of the things that I meet you all the time and I see is personality development trainer.
Yeah.
I think you bring that thing and the way you have shaped your students over here, the kind of work that they've done, you've really helped them to grow intellectually उनके education में, but I think you've helped them to grow in the personality as well.
Absolutely. It is, we say the school to be a student-led school. जब वो खुद कर रहे होते हैं, they have to ask questions. It has to be inquiry-based learning. जो बच्चों को सीखना चाहिए. If we are just feeding them from our end, probably their reception of thoughts will be a little lesser. But if it is inquiry-based, probably it will give deep learning procedures to us.
Wonderful, wonderful. This brings to the end of the session, but it's been so lovely and wonderful speaking to you, madam.
My pleasure.
And thank you for your time. And on the closing note, I would like to suggest over here that what the school is doing over here is something that people have to think about. They are preparing the students right from the beginning, not just for what happens in the school, not just for history, science, math, but what's going to happen after the school. That is very important, that your child is looked after. And Max Photo School is a place where you can definitely rely upon. Future is nowhere, but the future is here. Thank you for being with us. All the
Thank you.
best.
Thank you.